Hi, my name is Gerard Christian Claudio, and I hope these three things I would like to share with you will give an encouragement in times like this when people are living day by day with a lot of uncertainties, not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow. So the first is, the best way to solve the problem is to understand that we are not the only one experiencing that same trouble or trial. We see people losing their jobs, we see people suffering in their health, we see people struggling with their finances, we see people being anxious and worried. We are not the only one experiencing that uncomfortable and very unfortunate situation. And the best way to really calm our thoughts and to calm our hearts is to understand that every single person in this world who ever lived could give you a testimony that they themselves have shared deepest trials, deepest pain, and deepest trouble in life. The worst thing that we could do if we are struggling is to feel like we are the only ones experiencing that. So if I may comfort you right now that you're not alone. You're not alone in this battle. You're not alone in striving and struggling day after day to live this life and live this world. If we see the world in that perspective, we understand that we can be a help to everyone. We can be an encouragement to everyone, knowing that we are not the only one who is experiencing the pain. The second thing I would like to share with you, as Jim Rohn said, it is not the blowing of the wind, it is the setting of the sail. The same wind blows on everyone. But here's the thing, it is how you set your sail. Meaning to say, you're not called to control everything. You're not called to control the responses of people. We can't even control the weather. We can't even control natural calamities. In fact, we can't even control major parts of our body. We are not called to control things. We are not called to control every single detail. We are called to respond. If people hurt us, we can't do something about it. But what we can do is respond towards the pain that was inflicted to us. Natural calamities, we can't control that. But what we can do is to respond right and rise up again after the devastation. We can't control where and how this pandemic happened or why this even started. But with what we can control is our contribution to people and giving hope to people and give what we can give to people. That's what we can do. In fact, that's the beauty of being in a world where there's so much suffering, because it will test our character. It will test our values. It will test who we really are as a person. It could test our priorities. I'm not saying we rejoice over this, but in the brighter side of all the suffering and challenges we have in this world is we can live beautifully amidst all this. Understanding that each of us are our share of struggle, and understanding that each of us has the capacity to contribute and respond right, making unfortunate things turn into a beautiful event. And lastly, my faith has brought me in places and in decisions I could never imagine. My faith has brought me and have helped me overcome trials and difficulty in my life that I myself couldn't even grasp how I have survived it. And my third point is, it's one thing to know when all this will come under control, but it's another thing to know who is in total control. I believe God understands and knows exactly why these things is happening. We might not grasp the idea why these things is happening in the first place, but I understand and I believe by my own whole heart that He knows exactly why these things have happened. First, put in our hearts and be comforted that you're not the only one suffering, and you're not the only one have undergone the deepest and greatest trial in life. And second, what you can control is your response to the situation, making unfortunate situation beautiful. And number three, the most comforting principle is we know who is in control. I hope you find value into this video, and if you know somebody who needs to hear this, please don't hesitate to share this one. Thank you.